Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to the Cardone Mastermind call that we do every single Wednesday. My name's Steve Spray. I'm coming to you from the studio here in Miami. And what we do every single Wednesday is we come to you at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time so that we could have a mastermind call for Cardone University. Okay, the reason why Grant wanted to do this was because we were having so many people jump onto the program, so many different companies, getting onto this program that's helping their salespeople skill up every single day, get better at what they're doing, get knowledge and training about sales, closing, cold calling, prospecting. And what we wanted to do was be able to come to you every single week, okay? What's a mastermind for? A mastermind so that everybody could come together. I mean, like-minded people come together. You see a lot of high-level business owners are always in masterminds, right? People who are always trying to get more, they're in a mastermind. And so we wanted to come to you every single Wednesday where we bring all of our clients together. We allow you to be able to get together with us so that we can help you learn all of the skills that Grant Cardone is going to teach you inside Cardone University. So really appreciate you being on today's call. My name's Steve Spray, and if you want to call in today, call into 305-865-8668, and I'm going to answer your calls. So we've already got some people calling in. The lines are blowing up. We had massive successes this week, as we do every single week with this program. And so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to talk to you about what it looks like coming onto the program. You may have already been on the program for a little while, but what's going to happen is that you're probably going to catch a few things that you may have been missing as you were going through the program with us. And so what's happening is today's call is about what it looks like for a new person coming onto the program, what you should be doing on a daily basis. And then I'm going to answer some calls with different problems that people are having. So what you're going to be able to do is see exactly how to be able to use Cardone University to be able to solve those problems that you have throughout the day. Okay, different problems happen for everybody. I mean, everybody's got... me as a new sales guy, I can just remember, right? They threw me out there to go handle deals, go greet customers, take phone calls, make phone calls. Man, it was frustrating, and and at some point, sales is always a numbers game, but at some point you got to get really good at those numbers. And so what I'm going to do today is dissect exactly what you need to do in order to be able to take the content inside Cardone University to use it to be successful. So John, are they going to be able to see my screen? I'm going to pop inside the Cardone University. So when you enroll, no matter what your screen should look like, because a couple of you are going to have different ones based off if your company has a customized platform, but it's going to look pretty similar to this. You're going to have the training center. Okay, there's going to be a lot of options on this carousel right here for you to be able to scroll around and be able to get this information. What we're going to look at today is I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like when we go inside the training center. So I'm a new salesperson, right? And so this is something that I personally do. I'm currently doing it right now. Okay, I get to the very end. I've went through all the content, and I'm going to start back over because, there's a saying. John, have you ever heard this saying? Knowledge is power. Yeah, knowledge is power. I mean, everybody always hears knowledge is power. And look, what Grant's going to tell you is that it's the certainty about the knowledge that is the power. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to go through here. I'm going to show you how to get really certain on this content so that you're not just, watching it one time, not getting all the material, or you're not picking it up as you go along, because there are going to be very specific ways that you as a salesperson or a sales manager are going to be able to use the program in real time. In real time. I got problems in real time, and what's going to happen is I got to be able to solve those issues in real time. So it's going to help me retain more of the information. Now for you, I'm going to help show you exactly what that looks like, and then we're going to solve some of those problems for a couple salespeople. So what happens is when you're in the program, if you want to show my screen, John, if you go through, there's going to be selling basics right up at the top. Okay, so this is going to be the first category that I'm going to go into, but I want to go left to right, top to bottom. Now what I'm doing every single day, and I've been doing this. I've been doing this every single day. 6 training segments every single day. I do that no matter what every single morning. So what happens is when I go inside the training center, when I'm inside selling basics, now I'm going back through this content right now. I was just on this material this morning. And I'm going back through and I'm finding things out that I'm like, oh my, and I'm coming back through it and I've seen some of the videos 15 times. And so for you to be able to go back through, look, these segments right here, you may have been a salesperson who've been in the business for a long time. You may know about, they're always talking about massive action. They're talking about time. Look, this whole program is about how to create more time in your day. I mean, how often would you need to actually watch that in order to really get skilled up? I mean, sometimes, look, 6 months into the deal, I watched the video 6 months ago. I may need to come back to rewatch it. So what I want to do is I want to do 6 training segments every single day. And I want to do that coming straight from the training path because I want to get certified. I want to get Grant Cardone Master certified. And what's going to happen is when I go inside a course, there's going to be different segments. Look, there's going to be, this entire course is about hold on. Hey, John, can you help me out on this? So what happens is that, look, when I go in there, there's going to be 6 training segments. There's going to be 5 just in the first day. So I want to do 6 segments coming straight from the training path, which is going to be right here. So you'll see that on the first category. Okay, and then so when you scroll down, when you go into these videos, look, this is what I want you to do when you get inside to a video, okay? I don't want you to go in the video and not pay attention to it. I want you to do this. I want you to take notes as a salesperson. You're going to retain more of this information if you take notes rather than just watching it and listening to it. So I want you to dive in there. 6 training segments every single day. Okay, sometimes I've got different problems on different things where I may need to come off the training path. Okay, I'm going to come back to that later. But first, what I want to do is I want to take a caller because I want to solve a problem. This may jump into, I'm going to handle Mike from Michigan. This may help you understand what to do when you need to train on something different other than just coming straight off the training path. So, Mike from Michigan. Oh, he just hung up. My man. Okay, if we got Luis from New York. Hello? Hello? You can bring him back on. So we got him back on. What happens, guys, whenever they bring these people on, they're probably going to give me some problems, some challenges that they're facing. Okay, there's going to be different problems that they have throughout the day. Yeah, you go ahead, jump on.
Sorry. Hello.
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
Good. How are you? I'm sorry. I missed you. I wasn't paying attention for a second there.
It's all right, man. That's my fault. Hey, so will you tell me about yourself before you jump into the question? I want to know, are you new to the Cardone University program?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And
yes.
what type of position do you have as a salesperson?
I'm a owner of a farmer's insurance agency.
Oh, perfect.
Farmers
man.
Insurance, yeah.
Perfect. What question do you have for today?
Well, no, I was just trying to get familiar. Actually, you're going right into it. Just what I was calling about is get familiar about the different videos that I'm trying to get into and starting to take the courses. So I wanted to get, an idea of how to go right into them, into the training center and all that. So you're actually answering my questions right now as you're going through there.
Perfect.
Through all the information. So
I want to ask you this really quick. What's the hardest part about your job today?
Getting more leads and more customers to quote.
More leads, more customers to quote. So what our guy's saying right here is he's telling us, hey, look, I'm an insurance agent. I'm in the business. Now, look, no matter what business you're in, some of the biggest problems that you face are going to be how to get more leads, okay? How to get more information. Now, the one thing about Cardone University that I want you to be, I want you guys to be open-minded about the content, okay? The first thing that you have to do is to be open-minded about the content, okay? We've got a lot of people who do very well with this program. So the first thing that you have to be able to do is you have to understand, look, what is Grant saying? What is he teaching me in this very specific segment? And the open-minded part has got to be where you can't have a video where Grant's talking about, well, look, in a situation where somebody's selling a kitchen cabinet and then you check out because you're saying, well, dude, I don't sell kitchen cabinets. That video's not for me. Or maybe he's talking about roofs, or maybe he's talking about a car, or maybe he's talking about real estate, or maybe he's talking about selling gold. Okay, for you've got to understand, hey, what's Grant telling me in this segment? So as I'm going through this content, like for me, guys, there's been so many different things that I've learned from other industries where I'm like, dude, that's exactly what happens in my business, but I seen it from a different side. Okay. And what that was able to do for me was I was able to understand the situation even better because I was looking at it from one lens the entire time. And then all of a sudden I was seeing it from this other angle and it was totally different, but it was exactly the same. And I was like, wow, dude, that's exactly what I was looking for. That was the piece I was looking for. Now my guy's talking about, dude, I need to get more leads. I need to have more qualified buyers. So what I'm going to do inside Cardone University, I want you guys to write this down. If you guys are taking notes, I want you to take notes right now. If you aren't doing this, I want you to write this stuff down. Getting more leads. There's going to be 3 categories that are very specific to doing just this. Okay? There's going to be 3 categories that are very specific to just this. Number 1, I've got prospecting. Okay, what is prospecting? What is this category called prospecting? Well, when I go inside prospecting, there's going to be 4 different categories of courses right inside here. Now, this is based off working a pipeline of business. This is going to be based off a warm call. This is who? People you've done business with. This is people that are in your power base, network marketers. This is the course that you need to master. Okay, people in insurance. This is the course that you need to master. People in automotive sales. People that you've already sold. Look, guys, these are warm calls. These are people who if I call up, maybe they don't know I'm calling, but it's actually warm. Like they know who I am. They know Steve from Grant Cardone's office, right? And so what happens is that you got to understand how to work that pipeline. Grant's going to teach you the basics. You don't want to skip over the basics on that. You don't want to skip over the tips. You want to get that stuff down first. What I'm going to do right now, I want to take a caller. We want to handle, we got a question from Troy in Arizona. We still got Troy on? Yeah, let's handle it. Hey, Troy, how you doing?
How's it going?
Dude, it's going unbelievable, man. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
All right. Hey, I think I'm super explosive. I think I have some natural talent when it comes to calls.
Okay.
But I think something that I'm starting to see what's going on is social media marketing and moving towards that direction, getting some real skills through social media.
Yeah.
And trying to understand that whole platform. I think it's a different game. I think you gotta go more deep with people than something like a cold call. So
yeah,
I'm wondering if Cardone is talks about that on his university or just on his daily content.
Yeah, absolutely. So what happens is when you're on that digital call, right? That's not a cold call. You already connected with the guy.
Yeah.
Right. And so you're there. So this is where I'm talking to you guys about being open-minded. What is Grant saying on the call? And this is where some people, they'll call up and they'll be like, well, he was talking about kitchen cabinets in that video, but I don't understand because I sell jewelry. And so what I'm talking about is trying to figure out, look, what's he saying? So on social media, look, this is how I communicate via social media right here. Right?
Yeah.
You got to be able to reach out to people. You got to be able to get your pitch right. Like, what is your pitch on social media? Okay. So sometimes when I message people, look, here's one of the biggest challenges that happens in messaging people online. Dude,
it's not personal.
It's not personal. It is terrible. If you have been on LinkedIn for longer than 6 hours, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to go inside follow-up. And what I want to do is I want to scroll down. And I'm going to go into how to use follow-up tools. So when I click inside how to use follow-up tools, there is going to be a virtual video right inside here that talks about social media reach. It's right under the selfie video message. Okay, social media reach. This is what we're talking about. So I want you guys to go in and I want you to actually train on this segment of content right here. Okay, now what Grant's going to do is he's going to teach you about the understanding of the social media reach on this very specific topic, okay? But what other rules apply when I'm connecting with somebody on social media? Okay, what other rules apply? Do we still have this guy on?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, good. So Troy, so are you on the university?
No, but I'm very interested, and I'm thinking of getting on it. You guys are selling me closer every single day, so I
Well, good. If you're watching the video right now, what I'm going to tell you right now is that, look, every single step inside this training program is specific for social media. Let me show you how to do that. Okay. I'm going to go inside sales process. Now, this is where I want you guys to think, look, what is Grant telling me? Okay. When I see a video about get my attitude right before I meet and greet somebody, that means that when I'm typing to somebody via social media, what's my attitude look like? What's the communication look like? Okay. Whenever I send a greeting out, there's 13 courses on greeting. Now, some of these videos are going to be for somebody who's walking into a retail establishment. These other greetings are going to be, well, hey, what's it look like when I cold call somebody or when I prospect somebody? What I want you to think about is, look, what is that greeting message? Grant is teaching you about communication as a salesperson on this program right here. So what else is going to happen? You're going to see objections in the greeting. You know, you shoot a message out to somebody, they send something back. Excellent. Here's what I do, blah, blah, blah. And then what happens? Oh, no, I wouldn't be interested in that, right? Look, what you want to be able to do is you want to take the information in the university and you want to think, look, what is Grant saying here? Then I want to go into side fact finding. The fact finding is what is going to be able to set your deal up so you could actually be like, you know, hey, look, I'd love to chat. You know, I appreciate you connecting on Facebook or LinkedIn. What I want to do is I want to be able to get these questions answered. Hey, look, check this out. I want you to go inside fact finding. I want you to find out, have they done this before? Okay, depending on what you're selling. And then what's going to happen is that's going to lead into the opportunity to be able to lock an appointment down, right? And so when you want to lock an appointment down, where's all this content coming from? This is all through the entire program. So no matter what situation you're in, whether it's an initial contact, okay, whether it's a social media reach, there's a process, guys. There's going to be a little mini process that's inside there. I'm going to have to actually fact find, ask the right questions so that I could lock an appointment down. Okay, let's take another question from David, all the way from Poland.
Hi, Steve.
David, how are you doing, sir?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Man, I'm doing unbelievable today. I appreciate you asking.
I would like to ask you, Steve, how to overcome the procrastination, the unwilling to make the job done, unwilling to make a call. How to overcome that? Because this is I think, the biggest problem right now.
Yeah, well, you want to know what happened for me? Look, I typically just don't do things that I'm not really comfortable with or I don't know about, right? Mm-hmm. And so I just don't do those, you know? What I had to do for me is I had to go in. I think this guy's talking about doing the cold calls. He's talking about, dude, how do I actually get over, you know, the challenges of me, the one that I have with myself? If you know everything about the cold call, you're probably going to make the cold call, right? For me, I know a lot about the cold call. I know what it looks like. I know what objection I'm going to get. Okay. There's going to be a lot of different things that are going to happen inside this particular situation. The more that I know about it, the better I'm going to feel about making the call. And then I'm going to make a lot more of those opportunity calls. Right. And so what Grant's going to tell you, I want you guys to write this down. Grant used to come in when I was a new salesperson. He would tell this to me and I'm going to tell it to you. Today on the Mastermind call, look, Grant would always tell us, look, frequency before good. Frequency before good. Frequency before good, which means that, look, dude, you got to get really frequent so that you can get comfortable with that call. But what you've also got to be able to do is you've got to understand it. So you're going to train on cold calling basics. Most people want to jump straight to the script. Most people want to jump straight to the objection on the call. But the problem is that they don't even understand all this material up here at the top. And so when I go inside cold calling basics, look, when I learn about these materials, I'm going to learn about the cold call. I'm going to learn about facts about the telephone, why I hate the cold calls. Okay. This is probably going to be a great virtual video for my guy, David, here in Poland to really help him out in understanding, hey, why am I not making the calls? Why don't I feel good about making the calls? I got a great product. I know it helps out a lot of people, right? What do you sell, David?
Yeah, I'm an insurance agent, as my colleague before.
Okay.
And I'm right now having a problem with writing a script. And I'm looking for a perfect script, and it's a disaster.
Okay, good. So here's what I'm going to tell you. If you're watching the mastermind right now, guys, I want you to go down. I want you to go inside the cold call process. Okay, the cold call process. I want you to write this down if you're on the mastermind call today, and you need to know how to write a cold call script. This is one of the biggest challenges that most people have. They're like, hey, is my script good? Is it, I don't even feel good about the script. I don't really know exactly what to say. You have got to do all the training inside the program first. I am telling you, look, do that content. You have to. You have to understand it because it's going to make you feel better. It's going to help you get a better reality of, look, what that call even looks like. But then I'm going to go inside the cold call process. When you are inside the cold call process, okay, you can see that I hearted that video because I love that video. So look, what it's going to tell me the purpose of the cold call. It's going to tell me the greeting, what the big claim is, okay? How to fact find and qualify on the call, and then how to close on the appointment. Now, those are extremely important. What you're going to want to do is you're going to click inside this video right here in number 6, and it's going to give you the option right here to be able to download the PDF script. Okay, I'm going to click into it right now. It's going to download the PDF script, and Grant has already written out, this is the structure of the outbound call. Okay, once I have this script right here, the structure of the outbound call, then what I'm going to be able to do is I'm going to watch the video. I'm going to go inside it. I'm going to continue training right here. Okay. This is after I've learned all of the other pieces of the program. Now Grant's telling me, look, here's how to fill this thing in properly and make sure that it matches up exactly with what you need to do to make the best cold call script out to somebody. Okay, David, I hope that helps you out, man. I really appreciate you calling in. And let's go ahead and take another caller from somebody. Who do we have on the line? Do we have, we got Jeff from Montana. Jeff from Montana, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Man, I'm doing really good. I appreciate you calling in.
Hey, absolutely. I can barely hear anything that's going on. I barely heard my name there.
Okay, no problem, man. We'll get that turned up for you. Let me ask you this. What type of business are you in, Jeff?
I'm an agent with State Farm.
Perfect, man. We got a lot of insurance people calling in today. I really appreciate that. Jeff, what question do you have today for us on the Cardone Mastermind call?
Well, I'm just getting started, trying to figure out what this is all about, and I signed up with the program here recently.
Okay.
To do some of the social network marketing. So we're excited to get going, and we've had some successes with the little that we've done so far. And
what have those successes been so far? I mean, what have you guys noticed just from jumping inside the program, using the content? What have you found to be able to help you out just within the short time that you've been on the program?
Well, the biggest thing is I was spending, $4,000 a month in internet leads. The last 2 months we've been in the top 100 in the western half of the country, western region for State Farm agents. But I was spending $4,000 a month in internet leads. We ran one ad for 3 days at $5 a day and got 60 leads out of it.
Okay.
So you can see my excitement. We've ran a couple subsequent ads. We must have something wrong because we're not getting the same response.
Yeah, so you guys have ran some great ads. How did the Cardone University, though, help you with those ads?
This is my first call with you guys, and we're just, like I said, we're just getting in the program, so we're newbies and trying to figure this out.
Okay, well, hey, man, I appreciate you calling. I appreciate you being on. Look, what I'm going to show you how to do. So we've got a guy here who's got some leads, right? He spent $4,000 per month on his leads. He spent $48,000 per year on leads. What I want to ask you, Jeff, have you been inside the program? Are these people actually giving you a call? Are they calling you?
We have a form that they fill out, and it goes to our email, and then we contact them. And they've got a preferred method of contact, whether it be text, phone, or email. So we're reaching out to them after they fill out the form, but they're captive leads that nobody else is getting, and they're actually wanting to hear from us.
Perfect. So what's going to happen is that, look, you're going to have to execute on these leads. This program is going to show you exactly what to do. I want you to write this down. If you're taking notes, Jeff, I want you to write this down, that it takes 8 attempts just to get in contact with somebody who raises their hand and says, I'm interested. Okay. It could take up to 8 attempts. Typically, on average, it does. And so what that means is that you don't want to make one phone call out to that person, one email, because what's going to happen is that you're not going to be as successful as you want to be with that $4,000 that you're spending every single month. And so what I'm going to show you how to do, look, we've got a program called Incoming Calls. This program right here is if somebody is actually contacting you. This is how to lock an appointment down. Get somebody locked down, showing up on time, who's actually ready to purchase and buy. Okay. One of the biggest mistakes that most people make as salespeople is that they don't understand this piece right here. This locking the appointment down situation is where most people are missing opportunity, because they'll talk to the person, the lead, originally. And then what's going to happen is that they actually don't lock it down. Grant is going to give you very, very, very specific ways and strategies in how to handle that incoming lead, the incoming call, and to lock it down. So that's going to be step 1. What happens from there is I want you to do this. I want you to think with the follow-up tool. Now, the follow-up tool is going to be down here. When I go inside follow-up tool, this is 365 days worth of follow-up. So I've got leads of people who are hitting the website. They're like, yeah, maybe I'm interested. Maybe I'll take some interest in getting a quote or a number from somebody on some insurance. But most of those leads are not going to close. But that does not mean that we don't need to follow them up, because those are prospects, right? And so that's why Grant created the 365-day follow-up tool. So what you're looking at is a time to be able to click on it, whatever day it is, right? Whatever. This is a pipeline management right here. This is what to do, what to say. Match this up with the CRM that tells you, hey, look, the guy hit the website 3 days ago. Well, what do I do on day 3? So what's going to happen is that, look, day 0, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. In 5 days, I've got 6 contacts. That's 6 different contacts. And Grant's going to tell you what to be able to text, what to email, what to say when you call, and what to expect. And so what's going to be most valuable about that is that, look, whatever Grant's saying on this, I want you to think with, what is Grant actually saying on this call? Because he may tell you to text. And then you click on that day and you're like, well, I don't have the guy's text number. And then that doesn't mean you need to stop and not make the contact. Dude, that means you need to figure out, look, what do I need to do? What's he talking about? What is Grant saying when he says, look, tell the guy this? Say this whenever you follow up with them. So on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, you're going to find out that, look, there are actually on a couple of the days, just in the first 5 days, that Grant's talking about, look, have a manager call up and say, hey, I seen you hit our website. I know my sales guy, Steve, had reached out to you. Just wanted to find out, have we got you all the information yet? But now you're thinking, dude, I am the manager. I don't have another manager, right? So I want you to think with what Grant is telling you. I want you to be open-minded about the content. I want you to be open-minded about, look, what is he actually saying on the communication, so that I can take that idea right there where Grant's saying, look, give it to somebody else. We do this in our sales office all the time. I'll hand my phone to Todd. I'll hand my phone to Dave. I'll hand my phone to Jordan. I'll say, hey, call this guy. I don't even have to tell them what to do. They know that when I hand them the phone, they're making a manager call. Jordan picks up my phone. It dials. It has the guy's name on it. He's like, hey, John, I know you've been working with Steve. Okay. I'm one of the managers over here. I just want to find out why you haven't done business with us yet. Okay. Dude, John spews information all over the phone for Jordan that John wouldn't actually tell me, right? That's why Grant's telling you to use the follow-up tool. But I want you to be open-minded about the content. I want you to be able to use it, and I want you to actually listen. Hey, what's Grant saying when he's telling us this? How is this going to apply if I can't do that? Because it could be, you could use this on a social media reach. You could use this on an email reach. You could use this on any type of contact, right? And so what I want you to do is I really want you to take it. And this is when it comes down to getting committed. This is when Grant says, dude, have you made the decision to do this, to commit? Are you in? Are you all in? And so when you're all in, that's where that creativity comes from. When you're all in about handling those leads, dude, I'm going to bust up these $4,000 I'm spending on leads every single month. When you're all in like that, you're going to be able to use the follow-up tool to be able to help you guys out. So let's take one more caller. I'm going to take one more caller from somebody. Who do we have? Do we have dude, we got Ken Walls in the house. Ken Walls, all the way from Ohio. How you doing, sir? Ken Walls, are you in?
I'm in. How you doing, bro?
My man. How's it going, Ken?
Man, I think you guys might have used that manager thing on me.
We did use the manager thing on Ken. Now, Ken, I want you to tell everybody who you are.
I'm the CEO and founder of Client Solution Innovations. We're a web development SEO company in Columbus, Ohio.
Yep. So we had Ken Walls, okay? What we did was, he's the CEO. They do an unbelievable job. I'm going to get you guys Ken's information. Look, he's on here. He's always following us. Look, what I want you to understand is that Ken's telling us, he's like, dude, you guys used the follow-up tool on me and it worked. Ken's been an unbelievable client. He's had a massive amount of success with our program, but we had to help him make the decision as salespeople. And the way that we did that, Todd brought me his phone and said, call Ken as a manager. Okay. Me and Todd were the same people at that time. We were the exact same position. I called, hey, Ken, this is Steve at Grant Cardone's office. I'm one of the managers over here, and I wanted to find out why you hadn't done business with us. Okay. That conversation was a little bit different than the one he was having with Todd at the time. And so that's how I want you guys to think about using that follow-up tool. Ken, do you have a question today that I can answer for you?
Yeah, man. I've got my sales guy, Alex, sitting here. He's right here, too, and he has a quick question. I just wanted to say hi to you, and can he ask you a question real quick?
Absolutely, man. Jump on there.
Awesome, man.
Scuba Steve, how's it going, man?
Dude, it's unbelievable, man. I really appreciate you being on. I'm excited to be working with you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hey, listen, this is my question. So
Go ahead.
When somebody calls, like, somebody decides that they want to talk to you within the first 20 seconds of hearing your voice. On a cold call specifically, how do I gain common ground? How do I be interesting? How do I get their attention within those first 20 seconds?
Okay, first 20.
Yeah, do you have a something you guys do? Because I'm pretty good at it. I'll cut a joke or something like that, but that's not for everybody, right?
Yeah, so what I want you to think with, and I want everybody on this phone call right now, okay, this is what you're going to learn inside the program. This is exactly what you're going to learn inside Cardone University. It is inside the training. For today's purpose on the Mastermind call, I'm going to go ahead and handle it. So, guys, when you call up and you say it was Alex?
Yeah.
Yeah. My name is Alex. What do they think when they hear what you do? What do you think they think?
Well, I'm calling we do marketing, so and people get a lot of marketing calls every single day.
He's saying when you say, hi, this is Alex, what do you think? And the customer automatically thinks.
When you say your company name and what you do, what do you think that they think?
They think, oh my gosh, there's another guy calling me about doing some marketing.
What else do you think that they think? So, okay, another guy calling about marketing. What else?
I'm probably not going to be interested.
What else?
Look, most people, they already have a website. Most people, they already have a web person. They're already working with another company.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm running into every day.
Okay. So we've got a guy. Okay. Now this is what I want everybody on the call to be able to understand. I got a guy who sells SEO. They sell marketing. They do websites. Okay. They do the whole deal. Right. And now they've got the same challenges as the last three callers who they do insurance. Okay. We already have insurance. We're already working with somebody. We've done this before. We wouldn't even be interested right now anyways. Don't have the budget for it. Right. So these are all the same problems that you guys are going to have. Okay. Exactly the same. That's what I'm talking about. You got to understand what is happening. Now, when you go up here, I'm going to show you a couple different things. I want you to take notes if you're on today's call. I want you to write all of this down right now. So we're inside understanding the buyer. Okay, this content is so vital and it is so crucial for you to really understand. And when I'm talking about understand, I want you to think about getting in the realm of watching this content 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times so that you really get it, what somebody's actually talking about. So I want you to click inside the magic of agreement. Okay, this is step one. You have got to understand this. And now I want everybody to watch this piece right here just because I watched it this morning. It's going to be the agreement challenge. And I want you guys to do that agreement challenge this week, all week long, because it's going to set you up for the objection handling that you're going to have to do next, right? So what happens is that I got to get the magic of agreement down. I got to understand this. The skills are in these videos right here, right? The magic of agreement, the agreement challenge, video number 2. I've got it hearted for a reason right there because I watch it all the time. You know, John knows what I'm talking about. So I got to get my agreement down first. Sir, totally understand that you wouldn't be interested right now. Okay. I got to make sure that tone's good. That's where Grant's telling you, look, the attitude has got to be right when I give a guy a call. So when I'm inside Master the Cold Call, I want you guys to, if you're taking notes right now, I want you to write all this down. I got to get the magic of agreement down first. Then I've got to understand what that call is first. So I'm making an outbound cold call that's going to be cold. Dude, I got to watch the types of calls. I got to understand what the call is, okay? But when I get those objections, right, I need to go into cold call objections. Now, I need to identify what problem I'm having, right? So call up. These are all the objections that he was dropping. We're not interested. I'm busy. I don't have time. Okay, send me some information. Now, here's what I want to do. John, you can drop this back on. This is what I want you guys to do because this is what you're going to find inside the program. This is what's going to help my man Ken right here. I need you guys to practice in your office every single day the agreement challenge. I need you to watch that video as a group. And then I need you guys to practice it for the next 3 days. You need to practice that over and over and over again, the magic of agreement. And then what I want you to do here is I want you to identify, look, what are we going to say next? Okay, because you got to understand, look, the guy's telling you, look, I'm not interested. Sir, I totally understand you're not interested. Look, all I wanted to do was give you a call and just get you set up with some information. I know you've probably already had a phone call like this maybe 2 or 3 times this week. We're different. I'm different. What I'm going to get you is I'm going to get you another 40% increase in sales. We're going to get you another 60% increase in the amount of leads that you get over the next 30 days. And let me ask you, if I could get you that type of inflow of leads to your business, would you be the guy to make a decision on something like this for the company? Okay. Now, what did I do there? Okay, I agreed with the guy. I told the guy, hey, look, man, totally understand you wouldn't be interested in something like this. Look, the only reason I'd be giving you a call right now is because I got something that I know you don't know about, and I just want to teach you about it. I want to tell you about it so that you have all the information on it in case it's worth a conversation in the future. That is what you're telling the guy. That is the communication lines that Grant is telling you inside the program right here. He's telling you that, look, you've got to be able to get this down pat, but there are things that you've got to understand. So when I'm telling you guys 6 training segments every single day, you need to do your 6 segments every day, but do it in order because you got to go through all the content, and then throughout the day, you got to focus on the problems that you're having. So guys, in conclusion to everything that I just talked about, what happens is that I got to get the agreement down. I got to be able to handle the guy. Okay, customer calls up. What's another question that he said? Hey, send me some information. Sir, I'm happy to send you some information. Look, let me ask you this. Whenever I send something over, what's one problem that I could actually solve for you that you'd actually open that email up? Okay, what's the guy going to say? Well, what are you talking about? Well, I mean, if there was one thing that was costing your company money right now, okay, I'm talking about, look, is it your website? Is it the amount of leads you guys are getting? Okay, is it the SEO? Are you guys, on page 3 or 4 of Google? What is it for you that I could actually send you that you would take a look at, and maybe it's worth a conversation in the future? Okay, what's the guy going to say? Oh, dude, you know what? It's probably, yeah, send me something on the website. We'll probably take a look. Excellent, sir. Why do you say that? Okay, where are we at right now, guys? We're inside the fact finding. This is everything that you got to understand about this. This is where Grant is inside this piece of the program. John, I want you to show this to him. So when I'm going inside here, this is why I've got to know the script so well. This is why I've got to know these videos. I can't just go in and get the script. Guys, you got to know the content. This is where, if I didn't know this content so well, okay, I wouldn't know what to do when I get to that area. When I drop a big claim, dude, I'm going to get you 63% in leads this month. Okay, would you be the guy to actually handle that? Okay, when I drop that big massive claim, if I don't know how to handle the deal, if I didn't train on this qualify and fact find, then dude, I'm probably not going to set that appointment. I'm not going to close on the appointment. So guys, look, this is what I'm telling you. Do the training, do 6 training segments every single day. Have you made the decision to be a millionaire is the question you should be asking yourself, because what you've invested in is a program that will teach you everything you need to know about how to become a millionaire, how to get there. Okay, but you've got to practice, you got to drill, you got to work the muscle. Okay, so what we're going to do for you is every single Wednesday, we're going to come here. We're going to come to you live at 2 p.m. every single Wednesday, and we're going to tell you exactly how you should be working your muscle every single month using the Cardone University to increase your skill level, get more out of what you want, and for you guys to get better every single day. I promise you guys get in the sales gym every single day. Dude, you guys are going to be having some stacked biceps in less than 30 days, and we're going to help you out and help you do it. So guys, join us next week. We'll be here on Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys have an unbelievable week. Thanks for being here.